Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today is part 24 of my fitness database series. Today we're going to start building our food log form. So we're going to log all of the stuff that we're actually eating every day. And of course, if you haven't watched parts 1 through 23 yet, go watch all of those first. Don't skip any, and then come on back. And like I've said at the beginning of most every video, whether or not you're building a fitness database is irrelevant. This is a database tutorial, so enjoy it. Here we go. Okie dokie, we're ready to start building the form. But first, before we get to the form, we're going to make a real quick query. Quick queries. See what I did there? All right. Query design. We're just going to make a query because I'm going to show all of the food items in the form, obviously, but for the summary up top, we're going to do it kind of the same way we had the food list form before, right? Here, I'll just show you. This thing. Okay, it's going to look similar to this. But as a log, it's going to show the meal, the food description, the calories, the protein, and then you're going to also have the quantity in here. So the calories and protein that I show up top are going to be the total. But then down here on the bottom, we're going to label it and say per serving. So if they make changes down here, it'll change appropriately up top. But we got to calculate those values in the query with the quantity, the word I'm looking for. I can't find words today. All right. So we're going to bring in the food log. Now, I don't think I need to bring in anything special, just that. And what I want to see up top, I personally only care about calories and protein. All the fields are in here for you guys. I'm not leaving you out, but just for the top, for the summary up top, I want to see the total calories and the total protein. All right, so I'm going to call this total calories, and that's going to be equal to quantity times calories per unit, per serving, but per unit for database terms. And then total protein is going to be quantity times protein per unit. Okay. All right. Save this. This will be our food log queue. And we don't have any data in here, but this is a great time to put a couple of test things in here just to make sure the calculations are working and to make sure you can, because you want to make sure your queries generally are editable, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this style also, this hybrid style, is we can just leave food ID 0 and just type in stuff. That's the whole point of doing it like this as well. Because you might order Chinese food, or like tonight, my wife and I, we ordered lobster rolls and some clam chowder from a local New England restaurant that we like. You can't get good lobster rolls down here in Florida. There's nowhere near going up in Maine to get them. But this restaurant we found is as good as it gets. And if you're in Cape Coral, Florida, check out Twisted Lobster on Del Prado. They're very good. Best I found around here. No, they're not paying me. No, I don't know the owners. They're my favorite New England style restaurant down here. Anyways, paid endorsements over. No, I'm just kidding. There's no paid endorsement. But just to test our math, quantity, let's put in quantity 2. And I'll put in a food description of lobster roll. Just on the top. All right, so the calories per unit. All right, I had to go to ChatGPT to figure this out. I mean, I could have Googled it, but GPT is just so much easier. So 5 to 600 calorie range. Buttered, toasted, split lobster. Yeah, 3 to 4 ounces of meat. Sounds about right. Some mayonnaise, a little seasoning. Yeah, it wasn't really big. I've had some big ones, like up in Maine. They've got the foot longer. But I'll go with the lower end of this scale. I'm gonna say 500 calories. All right, so 500. And no, I did not eat 2 of them. I'm just putting 2 in there to test the math. I don't care about this stuff, but I do care about protein per unit. Let's see what that is. GPT says about 40 grams, so I'll put 40 grams in there. All right, so there's my total calories, total protein, and that looks about right. So my calculations are working just fine. Okay, good. All right, so shut that down. Save changes, yes. Now, I'm tempted to use this form, but there's a lot of baggage in this form that I'm not carrying over. I'm not gonna bring the sorting stuff in because we're just gonna have it listed in chronological order, the order that you ate it in. I'm not going to bring in the search stuff because you really don't need that for your log just yet. I mean, we might add this stuff later, but I'm going to show it on a day-to-day basis, so I don't really think we're going to have that many items that we need to be able to have search and filter and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to start a new form and just copy over the pieces that I need. That might be easy. Sometimes it's easier to work from this. Sometimes it's easier to start it over. Let's go back to our continuous form. Copy, paste. Let's call this the food log F. And like I said, I have not pre-built this, folks. Usually with my TechHelp videos, I run through it fast before I do it with you guys. But this is all fresh as I'm doing it. I mean, I got some rough notes, what I want to cover, but I haven't pre-built this. All right, so design view. I'm going to save the greens and blues for food. I was going to use reds and oranges and stuff like that for the workout portion of the database. So let's color this. What do we got? Blue for meals, right? And green for food. I guess we could keep purple for the log, right? That's pretty good. We'll save that. It's a cool color. All right. We don't need an ID field. We'll get rid of that. I'm going to go back to the single label across the top. Probably going to be about EA wide, I'm guessing. Let's bind this to the food log. So data, record source, food log, Q. Okay. Now, what do I want to see across this? Well, the first thing on the left is going to be the meal description. Now, there might not be anything in here, but it might be, you know, what the description of the meal that you ate was. So this will be, you know what, I'm going to delete this and bring them all in off the food list. Off the food list, the field list. All right, add existing fields. All right, so we're not going to bring these in. We're going to copy those into the table, but we're not going to bring them on the form. We don't need to see those there. Oh, we do need the food date time. Bring that in. Has eaten. Yep, that's got to go up here. Quantity. Yep. The food log notes down below. The meal description and the food description are going up here. Yep. Yep. Now, all this calories per unit, all this stuff down here is going to go in the bottom. And make some more room. And we do need the totals for these two things up here. Okay, so that's all of our fields, except the IDs. I'm not worried about the user ID. That'll be in the background. We could add it later in the header, maybe, if you want to be able to switch between the users. I'm not worried about that at this point. I'm picturing it when you log on, you pick who you are here, and it'll just, all the forms will open up for that user. We'll get to that eventually, the multi-user stuff. That's last. But I wanted to put the table in the field for now. The food ID we're going to copy again. We'll do some stuff with that later. It doesn't need to be on the form. Okay. Now we got some cleanup and some copying and pasting and stuff. Okay, so first off, delete the labels. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. See ya. Is that the label? Yeah, goodbye. Beat it. Beat it. Okay. Date time on the left. Now, I'm going to display on the very top here, it's going to have the full date. So I think for this, it's just going to be the time. Now we just got to decide what format we want this time in. I'm going to go with HHNN. You want AM, PM, or do you want 24-hour time? I'm going to do AM, PM. Okay? Again, we're building this for the average people. I personally prefer 24-hour time, but that's just me. Guess how big that has to be. Okay. Next up is going to be the meal description. You don't have to see the whole thing because you'll kind of get the idea based on what the meal is. Like breakfast, you know, you'll have a bunch of those together. Food description will be next. This log form can be wider because these I made narrow because I knew we'd want to see them side by side. But that's not going to be the case with this. This can be wider. So that food description, you want to be able to see the whole food item there. Okay. Then we got quantity. That can be really short, like that. Unless you're eating 1,000 eggs. All right. Total calories. Now, I'm going to separate these just a little bit. Actually, we'll just make them a different color. Total calories. Yay big. If you're eating more of those, then you got a problem. All right. total protein. That could be even shorter. And then this is the has eaten. So about like that. These guys will be a different color. Let's make those gray so the user knows they can't modify them. Right? While I'm thinking about it, tab order for this section. Okay. And I'm going to take these out of the tab order. Do I want to take that out? No, I'm going to leave that in the tab order. You know what? Let's put this on the left. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Well, we'll figure this out later. Well, I don't know. These are these decisions that I take more time. I take more time on these stupid. Do I want this on the left or on the right? It's not just you. I do it too. And usually I pause the video for about 30 minutes to figure out which side I want that on. I'm going to keep it on the right. Okay. Slide this up. Set our label. Time. Meal. Food. Quantity. Calories. Protein. Eat. We'll just make it eat. What I say to my dogs in the morning. Ready to eat? You want to eat? You want to eat? Their ears go up and they go all crazy. Okay, this guy and these guys. I want these to look kind of like these do here. I was thinking between videos, I was thinking, do we want all of that stuff in the footer? Or do we want to have it as a pop-up? Because I don't think this is stuff that you're going to be modifying all the time, really. You're going to type something in there, put this in. But if you want to put in something that's, off, a one-off, you might come down here and want to type something in. So yeah, let's try it here. If it looks too complicated, then we'll switch it. I am going to copy over the labels at least. Let me see here. Yeah, let's copy over these labels. So at least it'll kind of look the same. Copy these guys. Copy. Oh, see, I can't do it. See? Oh, that irritates me. All right, let's copy over the controls. And then paste them. Because they're bound labels. That's fine. All right, so we'll just do this. We'll just make these guys look like those guys. We got calories. Rearrange these. Protein. Fat is there. Oh, we got carb. All right. We got fibers here. Total sugar. Added sugar. We're going to highlight everybody. Right click, size to grid. And then shrink them all up. And let's keep it all standard. Let's align those. Now, I don't think we'll be able to select all of these. Let's try it. Cut, and then click over here, and then paste. Yeah, they won't come in. All right, undo. I think we're going to have to do them individually, but that's okay. Because they're bound labels. They're weird. So we're going to just slide these over here, and we just have to do them one at a time. Watch this. Cut, click, paste. That's how you move a label to a different control. Now it's bound to this one. All right, cut, paste. It's not that bad. Cut, paste, paste. Oh, come on. It's quirky. Cut, paste. See, sometimes it doesn't work. Cut, paste. Why did the first two work and now these ones aren't working? Access, I love you and I hate you at the same time. Cut, paste. See? Cut, paste. And now it's not working. Sometimes it decides it wants to, sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Ugh. All right, copy, paste. Yep, see? Let's try it across forms. Let's see if that works any better. Sometimes it does. I don't know why, but it does. Copy, paste. Paste. I swear it just worked for me. Carbs. Paste. See? Fat. Paste. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Sugar. Paste. No. Added. Paste. Oof. Oof. All right, we're just going to do that. Copy the names. Total sugar. Added sugar. All right. And then we just slide these over. Right? Yeah. Okay, looks close enough. Now we can delete these. Slide you guys over this way. Maybe we'll do a little bit of this. What do you think? No, I don't like that. Let's put it back where it was. I'm going to copy over this notes box just so I can format paint it. Close that now. Save changes to that. No. Because you got the format that I want, and I want to give it to you. See how that works? You got to copy the control over because you can't format paint across forms. And I know someone in a future version of Access is going to be like, wait, you can format paint across. I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen where, like, in a 2013 version or 16 or whatever, you couldn't do something. And then the Access team, the A team we call them, they added that feature. And then someone's like, in your video, you said you couldn't do this, but you can't. Yeah, well, they added it. So don't listen to me from 10 years ago. So if you're watching this in 10 years, yeah, okay, great. I want to emphasize to this stuff here should be per serving. In fact, let's bring this stuff together a little closer. I might do this on the other form too. I haven't decided yet. These little tiny formatting things, I haven't really nitpicked this too hard yet, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy and paste and make a label here that says per serving. Let's center that. I'm going to make it dark purple and put in here per serving like that. Ah, that label trick. Oh, I hate that. All right, like that. Maybe put a really light border around it. That looks good. Let's bring this stuff down one grid dot. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Okay. We do need some room in here, though, for some other stuff. We're going to put some stuff in here. Did you say stuffing? Oh, I love stuffing. Okay. All right. Save it. Close it. Open it. All right. It's looking good. Oh, yeah. I hate that, too. This guy. We don't need that for this. We're not going to need to pick a calendar date. It's just times. You could get my pop-up for picking times. Shameless plug. I built my own little pop-ups for this. Here's a calendar one. Here's a clock one. It looks like an analog clock. Or you can go digital clock if you prefer digital clock. All right. Shameless. Hey, I haven't hit you guys with a shameless advertisement in like 20 videos now, so I'm allowed one. I'll put a link to this down below. I might incorporate this later on. I'm not sure. I don't think we'll need it, but yeah, okay, maybe. But we definitely don't have to put a date in here, so I'm going to turn that off. So data, oh no, it's not, where is it? Under format? Yeah. Show date picker right here. Never. Save it. Now keep in mind, even though this shows a time, which we're going to left justify here, or left align. I always say justify when it's align. Left align that. Let's actually left align everybody. What did we do? What did we do for the meal list? Now we left them right, and it looks weird. But let's fix this too. Design. Let's right align these guys. It's these little nitpicks that I come across as you start using the database. So since that's the case, yeah, what do we do over here? See, we need to fix these ones too. Why didn't you guys tell me? Raise your hands. Posting a comment is like raising your hand, right? All right, so we might as well right align these. Keep it all the same. Which means we gotta slide quantity over, but bring calories and protein back. So like there. And I don't think we're going to have room. We might have to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's make these bigger. Or we can abbreviate. What do we do? What do we do over here? Let's see. Meals. No, we got calories and protein spelled out. We just need to make more room. Okay, we'll make more room. This form, like I said, this can be wider. So this will be eaten since we got room now. And it's off the end of the label. There we go. And we'll put a little bit of spacing in here like that. Okay, so eaten can be there. Protein can come out to there. And then calories can be there. Oh, I went too far. Okay. Now let's see what it looks like. And while we're at it, let's throw it on here. The status box keeps getting smaller and smaller. I'm going to put the food log up top because it's going to be the one you're probably going to use the most, like on a day-to-day basis. All right. Daily food log. And let's go purple with that. Oh, not the background. Not the background. Undo. Undo. The foreground. And what are we doing? The food list is green, right? So let's start doing these buttons with the colors. Let's go. I don't want to use the theme color. I hate theme colors. Let's go drop. More. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Food list. It's barely noticeable, but I know it's there. And then blue. Okay. We could go a little bit bigger with this one. Yeah. All right. Let's put a name in it so Alex doesn't yell at us. Food log button. Right click build event. Do command open form food log F. We'll put some more stuff in here later on to like go to today's date and that kind of stuff. But for now we're keeping it simple. Okay. Food log. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Save it, and we're on a roll so far. Get it? We're on a roll. Yeah, looking at this, I don't mind this down here. That's not too bad. That way you can click on an item and you can see what its stuff is. Okay. So you could, if you want to type stuff in by hand, you could come in here and you can go, you know, breakfast, which was, let's say, cereal, right? And see, now you can't type in over there. So you have to come down here if you want to put something in by hand. That's okay. I don't mind that because most of what I figure I'm going to be entering into here is going to be from the food list. We're going to do that too. We're going to make the combo boxes so we can pick stuff off the food list. But yeah, let's say cereal, 400 calories. Oh, we got to fix my tab order down here. While I'm doing it, let's fix it. So down here, tab order. I'm going to auto order it first, and then we're going to move the notes to the bottom and make sure these are all the same. Calories, protein, fat, carb, fiber. Okay, that's all good. Okay. All right. Save it, close it, open it. I also want to sort this form by date time. We're going to filter it later for the date, but we're going to put an order on in here. Order by food, date, time. And our requery button will reorder it. So, but when you open it, at least it's going to do this. So now you can change it. See if you want to make changes in here. Ah, see, yeah, this is one of those things that does drive me nuts. If you want to make a change here, you get the full date showing up. We might do something with that. I haven't decided yet. Or it might be an extended cut thing. I want to be able to just type in the time here and have it save that based on what the form's date is. So we'll figure that one out later. But anyways, if you want to come in here, I'm gonna use Zoom, Shift F2. Ooh, that's really big. All right. Let's say you had breakfast at 9 a.m. All right. Hit OK. And then, you know, when this closes and reopens or when you requery it, it'll put it in the right order. Right. Let's say lunch was your lobster roll, and that was at 6 p.m. or 2 p.m. Normal lunch times. Right? And you got your dinner, which was turkey, mashed stuff. I mean, it's going to go, your food items are going to go turkey, so it'll look like turkey breast, right? Let's say you had 6 ounces You know, we could have the tab order jump down here when you're in manual enter mode. That's another thing we could do. But for now, let's say calories, what per ounce is what 40, and then protein is, I forget, 4 per ounce. No, that seems light. It's about what chicken is. Food, chicken. All right, so it's 47 calories, 9 grams of protein. That's pretty good. All right, so we'll do the same as chicken, 47 and 9. There we go. Okay, so that's just manual enter mode. Now, next time, we're going to get into making some combo boxes here so you could pick what you want to add up to the food log. This is kind of what we did in one of the extended cuts, and then I ended up getting rid of it. Because initially in one of the extended cuts, when you're building the meals, I had the combo boxes down here to add items, and then I decided I don't like that. I'd rather have it like this, where you got the add to meal button here. So we're probably going to do combo boxes here to select stuff, and then for the members, we'll do add to log buttons like that. So I'm not sure about all this yet. I'm still throwing it around in my head. But I think that's a good spot to stop today. Yeah, it's a decent spot to stop. We're at 25 minutes. Okay. That's your Tech Help video for today. Hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow for part 25. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button right now and give me a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. And make sure you click that bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. Do you need help with your Microsoft Access project? Whether you need a tutor, a consultant, or a developer to build something for you, check out my Access Developer Network. It's a directory I put together personally of Access experts who can help with your project. Visit my website to learn more. Any links or other resources that I mentioned in the video can be found in the description text below the video. Just click on that show more link right there. YouTube's pretty good about hiding that, but it's there. Just look for it. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, tables, all that stuff. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? And if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. That's it. And it's free for members of my YouTube channel at any level. Speaking of memberships, if you're interested in joining my channel, you get all kinds of awesome perks. Silver members get access to all of my extended cut Tech Help videos, and there's hundreds of them by now. They also get one free beginner class each month, and yes, those are from my full courses. Gold members get the previous perks plus access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my Tech Help videos. Plus, you get access to my code vault, where I keep tons of different functions and all kinds of source code that I use. And gold members get one free expert class every month after completing the beginner series. Platinum members get all of the previous perks, plus they get all of my beginner courses, all of them from every subject. And you get one free advanced or developer class every month after finishing the expert series. And you can become a diamond sponsor and have your name listed on the sponsor page on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time.